An explosive move for KASPA. Incoming. Let's jump right on into it. Alright guys, KASPA'S price today sitting at 16.38 cents, down about 1/4% for the day. What I want to go over here today is what to expect in the upcoming weeks / months, because I'm starting to see some positive signs in the market, and it's leading me to believe that we are on the cusp of an explosive move for the market in general, and KASPA is going to go along for that ride. So if we look at the KASPA chart right now, it doesn't look great, right? But if we zoom out and look at the all-time chart, it still looks like one of the best charts I have ever seen in a market, okay? So you zoom out a little bit and it takes all of that concern right away. We are still ranging. And what I want to stress to you guys is, in crypto, in my experience, the longer a project ranges in a sideways motion, the more explosive the next move up is going to be. And that does not necessarily mean every single project. That means good projects. And we know KASPA is a good project, right? It's just waiting for its next move up. Right now, we've been ranging for quite a while, months. And history tells us the longer a good project ranges sideways, like I said before, the more explosive the next move is going to be. So I expect whenever this next explosive move is going to happen, that it is going to be big, and it's going to catch everybody by surprise, and it will come out of nowhere. Now, if we go back here to CoinMarketCap's main page here, we can see that the market is starting to wake up everywhere. If you look at the 7-day percentages here, even the big boys like Bitcoin and Ethereum are up 7 to 13, 14%. And as we go down the list here, Avalanche up 19%, Chainlink up 15%. Those are mediocre numbers. Near Protocol 30%, Sui 49%. Aptos, 38%. Bitensor Tau, 73%. Render, 31%. Stacks, 30%. Immutable X, 28%. Not that I'm bullish necessarily on any one of those one projects, except for out of that group, Sui and Bitensor Tau. What it's showing is that it looks like the market in general is starting to wake up. We just had our first rate cuts, and we're expecting to get more rate cuts by the end of the year. We still have the election ahead of us, US election, which we might see some volatility up until that point, but it looks to me like the crypto giant is starting to wake up. And might I add, this is just a start, okay? It is going to get absolutely insane at some point in the near future. But it's been a very long time since we've seen these 30 to 75% 7-day green candles. And that just seems to me like it's going to be a precursor for what's to come in the near future. Now we look at KASPA and it's down actually, where'd it go here? 4.28% in the last 7 days. But KASPA also had a little bit of a run before KRC20 launched, and it might just be coming back down to earth for a minute before it starts its double-digit run up. It also, in general, has performed better than the majority of the market, so the rest of the market might just be catching up at this point. I wouldn't worry about that at this point in time. We just looked at the all-time chart, and it is still looking extremely bullish. I would just warn everybody that very soon here, I think, and it might catch us off guard, that we are going to see some very explosive price appreciation, and it's going to feel very euphoric. It's going to be fun. Moving on, I wanted to talk a little bit about KRC20 because of all of the things that have happened to me personally in the last few days. Me getting myself settled with password changes and a bunch of other stuff to make sure that I am safe moving forward, I have decided that I am not going to be minting any more KRC20 tokens until, well, let me rephrase that. Minting or purchasing any more KRC20 tokens until we see centralized exchanges or a trustworthy decentralized exchange, and potentially the Tangem wallet where we can transfer our funds into Tangem and maybe swap between different assets, including KRC20, in the Tangem wallet. I don't really trust Telegram, so what I'm going to do is just completely stop using it. And like I said, I don't know if my hack came from that Google Sheets or Google Docs link, or if somebody got into my Telegram account and, from another avenue and drained my funds in that wallet. But that was the only wallet that was drained. So I'm not sure exactly how it happened. I think it was the Google Docs link. I'm not 100% sure. It could have been from a different avenue. But in the meantime, I am going to stay out of Telegram because there's a lot of scammy stuff, in my opinion, that goes on in there. That's the reason why I never used it in the first place. The KRC20 ecosystem is what drove me and convinced me to open up a Telegram account, and that way I could buy some tokens or, mint some tokens that I wanted to. In the meantime, all of my KRC20 tokens are going to sit in Casware wallet. In my opinion, that is a more trustworthy option, even though I don't think that it's necessarily long-term trustworthy. But we don't have many options in the meantime, so that's what I'm going to do. And as soon as Tangem integrates KRC20 standard into their wallets, then my KRC20 tokens are going to move over into Tangem, and that's where they're going to sit. And Telegram, adios. I don't blame anybody who wants to go into the marketplace in there and, play around and buy and sell, do whatever you want. I'm just telling you what I am doing because I don't feel comfortable after what happened to me to be in Telegram any longer. So, also, the only two KRC20 tokens that I am going to sit on for now are going to be Nacho and Goad, because I like those two tokens. One of them's fair launched, 100%, and the other one was a 70% pre-mine, but those funds are potentially going towards centralized exchanges that they're working on currently. And so I've got kind of one of both ends of the spectrum, just like I like to do in my regular portfolios, where I like to have a diversification between, fair launched, excellent tech, very good tokenomics type projects, and then sprinkle in a few, like KASPA, and then sprinkle in a few VC backed projects, layer ones mostly, like Sui, for the pumping potential that they bring to the table as well. So I'm kind of doing the same thing technically in the KRC20 ecosystem to mirror what I do on a bigger scale. So Goad and Nacho are going to be the only two coins that I'm going to sit on for now. I don't know if that'll change at some point. I need a better, safer, where I feel more comfortable trading. So my super degen side is going to go away for a little bit. That doesn't mean I'm not going to be updating and talking about KRC20 tokens, because I will still be doing that as we go through and as new advancements arise and as new technologies arise and as new avenues that we can potentially buy and sell KRC20 tokens come up. I will be covering those, as well as any potential individual projects that come around that catch my attention. I know there's a few out there right now that a lot of you guys like KASPA'S and SOMPs, and there's a few others. Yonin, I believe, is another one people are talking about. I can't remember the name of it, but it's Donald Trump's dog, is another one that I have seen people talking about a lot. Anyways, I'm not going to touch any of that stuff right now. I'm going to let you guys, you degens, play in that space, and I hope you guys make one hell of a lot of money. But in the meantime, I'm just sticking to my Goad and my Nacho bags, and they're going to stand pat right now. and I did purchase some more gold to reimburse myself for what I lost. And now I'm just going to sit pat on what I have and stay out of scammy Telegram. So I guess the main focus of this video, if you take anything away from it, is that the market seems like it's waking up, and I don't know that we have all that much time left until we see a very explosive move for the market as a whole, and KASPA will follow along with that, even though it's lagging a little bit as of right now. It will catch up, and it will outperform a lot of those projects that I just mentioned that are up 30 to 75% today, or over the last 7 days. So don't worry about a lot of projects being up a lot right now while KASPA is down a few percent. The market moves in kind of cycles, and not everything is going to pump at the exact same time. You're going to have certain narratives go, and then they'll settle down a little bit. The next narrative will start flashing. It'll settle down a little bit. The next narrative will go, and then all of those narratives will retrace a little bit, but they won't go back down to where they were. And then it cycles through again. They'll move up to their next leg, and then the next leg, and then the next leg. And at some point, we're going to see that fire off rapidly. And so I guess what I want to stress right now is to make sure that your bags are packed. Make sure that if they are not packed, try and pack them as fast as you can, because we don't have a whole lot of time left before we really get in to the stage of the bull market where you don't really want to be buying anymore. What you want to do during that time is sit tight, watch your bags grow exponentially, and start slowly taking profits. We are going to be moving in to that phase of the market, starting Q1 probably of next year, where we're going to probably just be sitting tight at that point, and moving into the middle of the year next year, we're going to really start honing down on potentially starting to take some profits. So the buying portion of DCA is going to be coming to an end pretty soon. Not that I'm telling you guys what you should do. You can buy all the way up to the top if you want to, but I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, and I'm going to stop buying fairly soon here, and I'm just going to let my bags ride, and then I'm going to start taking profits once we get into next year. We're going to DCA out just like we DCA'd in, so that we make sure we capitalize on our gains and not ride our bags back down into the bear market, because I'm telling you guys right now, that is not fun. I have done it, and it is not fun. In the meantime, guys, continue to pack your damn bags before it's too late. I will see you in the next video. Peace out.